SharkyBreath.
He plays video games.
Hello, and welcome back to Disco Elysium. Last time we wrapped up an extensive back and forth between Titus and Claudia. Why can I not say her name? I guess it doesn't matter. You know who I'm talking about. She was right here. She's not anymore, because it's nearly midnight, and everybody who is reasonable is not awake anymore. So there's not much to be done on that front anymore. But have a look at the quests that I picked up from that. There was determining where the shot came from, which is, of course, checking out the 3 locations that we discussed when we were going through that visual calculus thing. And there's make Titus give up Ruby's location. Let me just read this out loud because it seems relevant. Ruby was the organizer of the hanging. She's also missing, but the Hardy Boys will be tight-lipped about her location. You need to get them to open up. Have you fully explored the whirling? No, I haven't. Analyzed the site of the murder? Yes. To my knowledge, I've done that pretty thoroughly. Truly and thoroughly interrogated Claudia. Technically, no, I haven't. All this might make convincing them easier. So, you probably recall how hesitant I was to really push Claudia with my drama brain, since it was basically grilling her about... Well, here's the thing. It's really complicated because she says, right? She says that if her true identity is leaked to the police and put in one of our reports, that then the moral intern will find her and erase her. But I only have her word on this, and she, by her own admission, has lied to us more than once. So probably next time I see her, I should probably do that more thoroughly. Actually grill her, actually try and get her to stop lying entirely. Because chances are there are more layers to this than I'm aware of. I also hear that would have been a more smooth transition if I had made the volition check that led up to it, which is no longer available to me. But unfortunately, I ruined my chances to do that. Oh well, I guess. However, there are still a couple of things I can do before calling it a night. Number 1, let's have a look at this door. See if anything's changed.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in sight.
I never actually said where does this lead to. Now, Claudia isn't here anymore, but let's go ahead and say it and see if Kim has any thoughts on the matter.
I don't know, Lieutenant Freighter.
He makes a note.
It is not the first closed door we found in this building. There is also your mysterious blue kitchen door.
There certainly is, isn't there? Do you think it's important? I do.
I don't know. The further we get, the more this building seems to be tied to the case.
Certainly seems to be true. Continue.
Below, the hostel cafeteria creaks and groans under your added weight. A skeleton of composite support beams and cantilevers.
When I was reading ahead what he was saying, I thought it said a skeleton of composite support beams and cadavers. I was like, wait, what? Excuse me, Shivers? But no, cantilevers, that's very different. Tap on the roof with your foot or shake it off. No, tap on the roof. Do it.
A dull thump. Somewhere inside, a wind brace rattles from the imperceptible motion of the building.
I see. Continue.
The vigilantes, the cadaver, and a number of people connected to the case are in or around this building. This door is part of it. It's not unimportant.
He nods towards the young woman. He would have, but she's not here. See, the main investigations and the door below are merging into a stereo investigation. I could say something, but I'm not going to, because I don't gloat. No, let's go ahead and gloat.
I hate it when that happens.
Yeah, I suppose you probably do. But hey, at least everything's narrowing down, right? Everything's becoming focused. That's not a bad thing, necessarily. Kick the door in. I have basically no chance of succeeding. I will not. I would probably just hurt myself. So, I'm going to leave for just now. All right. Let me just step downstairs then. See who even is still here. I'm guessing the Tituses are not. They probably shouldn't be anyway. As the loading screen was just reminding me before I started recording, most people are asleep by 9. Everyone's asleep by 2 in the morning. So they might still technically be there, but chances are they won't be. Let's just have a look. Yeah, that one. That particular message, yes. Okay, so what do we got here? They are in fact gone. Hey, but I can check out the room they were in now, and I can grab this money. I like money. It's only 50 cents, but I'll certainly take it. All right. Well. What do we got here? Anybody I should talk to before I do anything else here? Let me see. Gart, not really. The cook's gone. Interesting, the cook's not even around this time of night. I guess the kitchen's closed at this point. Let's have another look at the blue
You
door.
see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue.
Still, yes, continue.
It could be connected to the barred door upstairs.
I assume you're right, visual calculus. Leave. Okay, great. Well, there's not much else to do here right now, and that's fine. Can I ask Gart about them? I know he said he didn't know much, but let's see if there's any new options here.
Hey, was there something you needed?
He nods in greeting. Wow, that's remarkably civil for him. Did I see another thing in the whirling? Let's see if I did.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Ah, Claudia in room 3. She nicked the phone line. I mean, I could report that. Does it do me any good? She'll probably just get fined. Sure, whatever. Let's be a little vindictive.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He stops himself. Yeah, I bet you didn't want it to be her. Well, anyway, mystery solved. I don't like loose ends. You have Lena. Lena's a good customer. That one. Lena's good.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
I guess. Continue.
Anyway, I'll forward that woman her bill and be done with it. Now, was there anything else?
No, that's all.
Yes?
No. Great. Good conversation. Thanks, Gart. It's the middle of the night. I can't imagine that checking out the window is going to be particularly... I can't even try. It's too late. I can't even try looking out the window. Well, fine. Well, just fine. Then there's one last thing that I can think of that I can do right now. Let me see if I can get over there. I can't, so we're going to have to go the long way. I need to get back to the shipyards. Because, see, the thing is, there's this giant container over there, right? And what the heck is Kuno doing out here at this time of night? Kuno? You good?
Fuck does Kuno care?
He doesn't care. Great.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
About anything, it's true. We've been over it many times. Wow, it's dark. Okay, hang on a second. Let me do something about this. About the darkness problem. There we go. There we go. In any case, last time I saw the giant container, I was like, maybe I can talk my way into this container. And I thought that was weird. But it does make sense that, you know, now that I have a... That's just the ants, huh? They're just really noisy ants. Anyway, now that I have a gigantic pry bar, it would make sense if I were to go over there and try and say, open it. You know, with the pry bar. It seems to make a little more sense than what I have been doing in the past anyway, you know? Hard to talk your way into a container with nobody inside it. Ah, it's a long way back, though. All right, just go here. There you go. You got it. You got it. Just like that. Okay, can I... Oh, I don't have to go up this way. I was a fool. I was a fool. You know what? Stand by for a second. I'm going to run all the way around and go the direction I was supposed to. Sorry, I forgot. The door's open now. I have a key card. Oh, I need to change clothes as well, don't I? Yes, I do. All right, hang on. This... Was there anything else that I should fix? No, we're probably good. What glasses do I have on? No, not those ones. We want nerd glasses. Yeah! Now then. Where was I? Alright. Here we are. Now then. Where was that container? I believe it was... Wait, there's a thing over here. What's this? Is it because I'm visiting here at night? That's a new thing for me to investigate? Sure, let's get down there. Right over here, please. This, what's this? A composite eye of halogen lights watches you, emitting a low buzz. I don't know why I had so much difficulty reading that properly, but we got there. We got there! Alright. Indeed, that's just something that wasn't on during the daytime, and now it's on during the nighttime, and I could have gotten an experience point for it had I not gotten rid of the thought that allows me to do that. Now then, container. Can I convince you?
Before the cargo container.
All right, I'm going to save us all a whole bunch of time here. Yeah, my plan was to go over to the cargo case in the dockyards and see if I can pry it open with this here multi-tool. Long story short, no, I can't. And furthermore, even if I were to put a point into rhetoric, it would still be like a 25% chance for me to succeed. Which to me suggests that given that my rhetoric is not bad since I started with 5 intellect, that probably there's going to become a reason later on that I want to get in there, and I'm probably going to get some kind of a bonus to the check. Either that or you just never get better than a 25% chance to get in there. or you have to spend a whole bunch of skill points on rhetoric. But that seems inefficient, given what I know about this game. So I'm going to take it on faith that that's going to become more relevant later on, and I shouldn't have to work at it so hard right now. In which case, I don't think there's anything else I have to do tonight. So, let's go back to the Fisherman Shacks. Okay. Hey, you're still up. I wasn't actually... I guess I was surprised by that last time I came here, wasn't I? Can I... Wait a second. Is the other woman still here? The one who's further down the dock? Over here? She is! Interesting. Because here's the thing. I was thinking about the fact that I have this task from Everard, right? The signatures for Everard. I'm supposed to get Isobel and Lillian's signatures, which are these two right here. But can I talk to them and explain the situation to them and get their impressions of it? Because I'm guessing it's a bad thing, right? Like, everything... my discussion with Kim seems to indicate it's a bad thing. But I figure I should at least talk to them and let them know that this is a thing that's happening before I make any decisions like forging the signature, for example. So, let's talk to Isobel, right?
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Oh boy. I was asked to get your signature, it says. So the only choice I have is to hand her the envelope and be like, here, sign this. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. All right, well, that's not what I was hoping for. Great. Let's see if Lillian is a little more immediately skeptical, but I'm guessing in both cases it's going to be a situation where I have to risk at least handing it to them before I can even discuss the matter with them, which is not what I was hoping for. Hello.
The waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards. Simmer down. Simmer down, bastards.
Simmer down, bastards. I like that. Continue.
Why does she care about the waves so much?
What is it with you and those waves? Never mind the waves. Let's stay on track here. Sure, let's ask. What is it with you and those waves?
What is it with waves and fishermen? We need to be out there with them, fishing, making a living. So I asked them to accommodate me.
She tilts her head and looks out to the sea. She asks them to accommodate her by calling them bastards. Fair enough. Continue.
But until that happens, I can try to assist you the best I can. So, what will it be, officer?
She adds with a smile. I'm looking for someone else, actually. I was asked to get your signature, hand her Everard's envelope. That's my motor carriage in the sea, by the way. Point to the sunken vehicle. Ah ha ha. Sure. We didn't have the opportunity to discuss it earlier. I guess I could bring it up now. I don't know why I would have... I could send Kim home for this. I don't know. Sure, it's fine.
Oh. That's good to know, I guess. Why is it in the sea?
She looks at the pointed direction. It's an installation. Wet your lips. Very conceptual. It is a sign of the carnage to come, the great culling. I wasn't feeling it. It was an accident. I'm sorry. I got drunk and apparently drove it in the sea. An official investigation has been launched by me to determine just that, ma'am. And also, I don't know, of course. I'm actually going to go with this one, which admittedly doesn't go straight to the point, which is what I tend to do about these things, you know, brutal honesty and all that. But I like it. Yes.
That's great. Until then, you should maybe start thinking about the funeral.
The woman glances towards the wreckage again. Yeah, continue.
Sire, she doth not believe it wasn't you.
Oh, I didn't realize I was lying. You are suggesting we honor the carcass of my former motor carriage? No, that's senseless sentimentality. Inanimate objects that don't have souls. I'm actually in the middle of a murder investigation right now. Let's go with the carcass of my former motor carriage. You honor it?
Aye. Feels deserved, don't you think? Falling in the line of duty like that and all?
I don't think they have funerals for motor carriage. What an odd thought. Maybe I should. I don't want a funeral. I hate death. Maybe I should.
Why odd? Our things are a part of our life world. They're made with our human sweat and they share human history. We should care about them as we care about humans. To some extent, at least.
I guess that tracks. Sure. Continue.
Life world. Someone's been reading up on last century Gotvaldian philosophers. Play it cool now.
If you say so, conceptualization. All right, I'm in, but organizing a funeral takes a lot of time and effort, doesn't it? I don't get attached. Definitely not to things. Oh, never. Not me. Yes. I guess, sure. Let's ask this one.
Oh, yeah? You won't even be able to get it out of the water before early June. And where are you going to bury it? Who to invite? What music to play at the wake?
She says with a chuckle. Fair questions to be asking. Yes, continue.
Take it from someone who's been through a few funerals. It's easiest to just leave them there and let nature take care of it.
Then this was your idea, wasn't it? Are you suggesting we have less of an actual formal funeral and more just sort of have a little ceremony in its honor? Continue?
That's all we have time for right now anyway. Come back here in June and see how you feel about it then. It's not like it's going anywhere.
The lieutenant looks at you sympathetically. It's a pity we don't get to do more frivolous side activities, like rejuvenate the Doom commercial area, or let's focus on the things we can actually do, all right? It is, I guess, a pity. Although we do quite a few frivolous side activities, I have no doubt that Kim will remind me, but this seems like I'm just getting, like, flustered and getting my back up about things. So sure, this one.
Yes, that is a pity. But for now, let's focus on the things we do get to do. Like the murder investigation, for example?
For example, the lieutenant looks at you almost gently. Almost. Okay, so I'm looking for someone else, actually. I'm guessing that's the option to find someone else to sign the paperwork? It's one of these situations where I wish I was okay with saves coming, right? Because if I just hand her the Everett's envelope, she's probably not going to sign it, no questions asked. She's a skeptic. I mean, I assume she is. I assume she is based on what I know of her. I could bring it up and then pursue the conversation from there. That might be a thing. It's also the middle of the friggin' night, so, like... The question is, can I hand her Everart's envelope without locking into the idea that she's going to sign it? Because I don't necessarily want her to sign it. I'm looking to thwart Everart in this. I don't like him very much, and although I would like his cooperation in these matters, I don't feel that this is something that I want to get behind legitimately, you know? Seeing you for now. What's this?
Wow, so someone's been a little boring.
What? What? No, I'm not. Get out of here. Finished thought. What? Did I say something boring? What did I say? What?
Yes, my standard liege. Someone's seen all sorts of wild ideas pop off and thought, I'll take the boring one. The regular, please. The brown.
I take it I chose something in that conversation that gave me one more boring point, and now we're doing a boring cop-a-trope, I'm thinking. I like brown. I like standards. Look, I'm just trying to do my job. No need for extravagance. What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns. Kim, am I boring? Let's just ask Kim. Kim?
You? I wouldn't worry about that.
He looks at you. Yeah, fair. Continue.
See? You're so regular and vinyl brown. He doesn't even want to talk to you about it.
Picking on me for not being crazy enough, huh?
No need to be defensive. The regularity, the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal. A very standard appeal.
I'm just trying to do my job, Brain.
Of course you do. Let's get right to it. My lord's copper type is regular cop. I'll let everyone know. I'll send out a telefax.
Wait, this will be my copper type now? Why not? Send the telefax out. I'm not ashamed. Yeah, no need. Let's keep that announcement on standby for now. Tell me about the copper type.
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a caste, a class even, a nation of regular law officials that you belong to. Mm-hmm. It comes, of course, with the usual benefits.
Which is to say, no idea what they're going to be, and they might not even be anything. Sure, let me in.
Done and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
Says Drama Brain, not holding a grudge or anything. End. Okay, let's have a look at this. Regular law official. Temporary research bonus, -2 Inland Empire. Nothing funky. Okay, so it looks like you've got a bit of the normal in you. A touch of the regular. 4 grams of Johnny Normal Cop. Grams? Did I say grands? Who would have thunk it? You, the extremist of all the cops. You said some pretty boring things back there, and now you have two choices. You can either leave it behind and forget about it, or you can try to utilize your normalcy, internalize it, get a touch of vanilla back into the herring-flavored egg and licorice ice cream of your mind. Which honestly isn't the worst idea I've ever had. But it's also boring, which is the whole point. In any case, I don't have a slot open at the moment, but I am going to start thinking about Cop of the Apocalypse again. I guess I do have a slot open at the moment, don't I? I could just stop thinking about Cop of the Apocalypse. But we may as well finish it. Come this far. Go for it. Great. There goes my rhetoric. Who needs it? Okay. So, if this really, really goes south in a way I'm not expecting, just in case. Hi.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
I was asked to get your signature.
Were you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Her eyes dart back and forth on the paper. Everard's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center, or so he says.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
Her voice trails off.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought what exactly? Here, use my pen. Give her your pen. On second thought, don't sign the papers. And it's actually Kim's pen. Thought what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves. Well, I guess Union members have children too.
She shakes her head. Continue.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
I mean, I suppose that's true. Okay, so Lillian's actually for this. Interesting. So I could get her to officially sign it. Huh. Mind you, I don't really trust that Everard's on the up and up on this particular proposal either, but I don't think I have a way of checking the paperwork to make sure. I feel like I inspected it, and I don't think I got an option like that, did I? What happens if I say on second thought, don't sign the papers?
Aye, if you say so. Probably better that way. I mean, who likes construction noise?
She plucks on her net. Okay. So she's actually kind of for it. All right, well, let me just check in with Isobel then. This is what I wanted. I wanted to get their opinion on it. And apparently, Lillian is for it.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I was asked to get your signature. Hand her the envelope.
Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
She takes out the document and squints her eyes. Everett wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center. It's just a real estate deal, nothing ominous. Actually, never mind, I won't bother you with this. He does apparently want to do the youth center thing.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses.
Right. She lifts the paper very close to her face and studies it intently. That is, in fact, quite relevant. Yes, continue.
Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
She hands the envelope back. But Lillian's for it. Ah, shoot. Now it gets complicated again. Man, why does it always have to get complicated? All right. I'm off, thank you. All right, let me, white envelope. Was there anything else I can do in here? Interact.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum.
Right, the forgery. Everard's people could be watching you here. It's true. Okay. I'm guessing if I went and talked to Lillian, it would be just exactly the same situation. Like, I could ask her to do the thing, but I'm guessing we can't discuss Isabel's suspicions? But let's see if we can. Sometimes it works that way.
Waves are beginning to die down. Look at those little bastards.
Right. Changed my mind.
Everard and his plan for the village. I guess it does sound nice enough.
Ah, shoot. And now it's not an option to make her not do it. Oh, man. I just wanted to discuss further. You can't discuss further. Now I've committed to it. No, I don't want to. I want out. Back. Give me out. Ah. I can't. I'm in the middle of the conversation.
He has a pen and everything.
She takes it from you, a doubtful look in her eyes, clicks it and places the tip on the paper, but I don't want you to do it. Continue.
Here you go.
Wait, why did you sign it? That one.
I shouldn't have.
I looked at the documents, and no, you shouldn't have. No, it's you, Cinder. Why shouldn't you? I mean, it's Everard, so it's probably a mistake. Why did I give her my pen? That one!
Yes. Well, I looked at it and thought I should. Because it says youth centre, and I have my own children. I am, of course, just a stupid poor person, so what do I know?
Continue.
Living with the construction noise is going to be a challenge.
And also, the road thing. Continue.
Sure, but it's temporary and for a good cause, and I need to give the children something else to do.
What do you mean by that?
They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. Too fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored.
Continue.
Anyway, you'll have to get Isobel to sign it too. I saw the signatories. She won't if it's a bad idea. She's a much tougher nut to crack.
I mean, fair. Continue.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic.
Right. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. We're honest about the documents, +2 on the date thing. Well, good to know, I guess. It would have been nice if I was honest about them before she signed it, probably. Before I handed my pen to her. Be seeing you. Okay, so she's signed it. She's signed it. Let's see what Isobel says.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Hang on. Oh man, it's not up to me. It's not my neighborhood. What I need is the option to discuss it with them fully before they sign. But it's not offering me that. Lillian has expressed why she felt it was okay to sign. And she says that Isobel here will be a tougher nut to crack. So maybe this will be alright. Maybe it'll work out okay. Oh man. Okay.
Our tenant, the policeman.
Lillian's signature, I got
I
it.
hope
Will you sign the
waves
papers now?
don't- Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign.
She lets out a chortle, coarse like a raven's caw. Wait, you promised, so it was a test? What do you have against the Union? So it was a test then?
Lillian's not the only one who's too trusting.
Well, I was honestly kind of hoping that you wouldn't. Continue.
She wanted to see if you would do it, and if she would.
Right. What do you have against the Union, then?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises they never plan to keep.
She pulls a dark red rag out of the bucket and puts it back. Continue.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes, and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So, no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
Well, on the plus side, I genuinely don't. But anyway, continue.
She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Maybe. It's a suggestion. It's a suggestion check. +1 Harry's a good name. +1 trust the tenant. Still a 3% because I stink at suggestion. Anyway, bye. Okay. So here's the thing. Lillian thinks it's a solid idea because she's worried about her children and how they're going to grow up. But she also trusts Isobel's judgment, and Isobel's judgment is no, not on your life, no way. Which seems to me that I should be going for the forgery route at this point. That's what I'm thinking. Let me have another look at the quest. Quest is a weird word for it, I know. It's a task, but whatever. All right, when did I talk to... Was that today? Was it actually today? It was today. It's highlighted right now. That's why I couldn't see it. I was completely ignoring the highlighted part. Forge the signatures were somewhere private while you feel safe enough to sleep. Find someone else to sign the document instead of the intended signees. So this is the option I got when I looked at the papers and talked to Kim about it, and he was like, well, you know, this isn't actually a good deal. Maybe we've got some other options here. This is what I came up with. So theoretically, if I forge the signatures, it shouldn't work out, right? But I don't know if that's going to stop him is the thing. I wish I could discuss that plan with Isobel, right? If I could just be like, listen, I'm thinking about maybe I'll forge this, and then that will gum up the works enough where I can get his cooperation, but, you know, this won't go forward. But I'm not sure that he actually cares if they're legitimate. I suspect if he gets an illegitimate signature, he'll just move forward with it anyway. Because why wouldn't he? Isobel will resist if they try, but how much resistance can she actually put forward, you know? That's my concern here. But I can't rediscuss it with Kim. Oh, man. And let's be honest, there's no way I'm convincing Isobel to sign the papers. I just don't have the suggestion in my system. One way or another, it's very late, and I should go to my room. Kim, been fun. Have a good night.
It's getting late, and it's snowing. Time to call it a day.
Is it snowing? I guess there's 1 flake there. 2 flakes. I guess it sort of counts as snowing. All right. Good night, Kim. Send him away for the night.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Right. Enter the shack, then. Okay. Do I have any business to take care of with Kim gone? The forgeries. If I'm going to do the forgery, I can do that here now. Is there anything else I needed to take care of outside of this shack? Probably not. Probably not. Most of this stuff is stuff that I'm still working on or that is not relevant at the moment. That's still impossible. That I need to kick in the door, which is a physical instrument check, which I'm terrible at. There's got to be a thought that will help me with the physical instrument checks, I assume. Because there's so many of them, there must be some way to get at it, you know? I wonder if it's the Fairweather T500. It seems quite possible. But I don't know. I don't know. Okay. I'm thinking we forged the documents. At this point, if Everard did have people watching me, he knows that I went and talked to Lillian and Isobel. I've got plausible deniability. It's an interfacing thing, isn't it? What do I have for interfacing? I know the gloves are as good as it's going to get, but what else do I have around here? Give me a second here. Maybe I don't have any other interfacing gear? Huh. Aside from the gardening gloves, of course. I think I don't. Strange. For some reason, I didn't realize that my interfacing was so restricted in that fashion, you know? Yeah, I got nothing. I got nothing at all. I'll be danged. Huh. Well. Interact.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee.
This is... okay. Why am I doing this? Because Everard says if I help him, that he will find my gun. This is about getting my gun back. Which means presumably Everard has it. Or at least has access to whoever does have it, and is only willing to assist if he gets this document. Oh boy, I have an 83% chance of sex. I have an 83% chance of success. Let me just have a look at them real quick again.
The youth center cuts into the ocean like the bow of some great modern ship. Apparently, it's going to cover most, if not all, of the street and the square between the existing houses. It's 3 stories tall.
Right. I wish I had a guarantee that forging this wasn't just going to get Everard to move forward with the plan. But I guess I can't have that guarantee. The only other option I've got is to not assist Everard, which means that I don't get my gun back. And maybe I don't need my gun. I haven't needed my gun so far, aside from shooting the corpse out of the tree. But it is department property, and I did say I would get it back. Legitimately, I said I would get it back, right? It's one of my tasks, isn't it? Isn't it? Why is it... How is it not? I could have sworn that I agreed that I would go get my gun. Well, in any case, it's... Huh. I don't even know. It's in there somewhere, I'm sure of it. Maybe that task went away when I found out that it had been bought from the pawn shop or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I have to make a decision. And not doing anything at all, avoiding the task entirely, is not how I do things. So we got to resolve it one way or another, right? And I'm never going to convince Isobel to do it. I could also fail this. It's a red check, cannot be retried. Okay. Okay. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
With a confident flourish, you complete your forgery. What do you see on the signature line?
The name Isobel Sadie. Isobel Sadie.
Indeed. To be honest, it does look very convincing. The calligraphy is close to superb. It might as well be her actual signature.
Continue.
But it's not, and the document will be nullified if she disputes it. That means Everard will have to start over.
Perfect. Perfect. That's what I need. That's it. Okay, provided, of course, that Everett plays by the rules, and I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't, but this is still a step in the right direction, right? Continue?
All you need to do now is mail the signatures to Everard's accountant in La Delta.
Great. Great. Put the documents back in the envelope, then. Okay. Okay. Bearing the signatures Isobel Sadie and Lillian Carter. Apparently, it's done. Wondrous. Okay, put the envelope in the mailbox in the plaza. Okay, we can take care of that tomorrow morning. There's no reason to go out in the cold for just that, I don't think. Let's call it a night. It's been quite a day. Made a lot of money today, though.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
I suppose. Just go to sleep.
The bed underneath you is soft, if lumpy. Waves wash the sand underneath the hut, then grow distant to your ear. In the quiet hum of the organic heater, you fall asleep.
Continue.
Like a deftly cast fishing net, sleep pulls you out of the world and into its dark shore. The rough mesh chafes. Tightening around you, it digs into your brain.
Hello, limbic system. Missed you. Great, this is gonna be really chill. Dark shore my ass, I know what this is. Yeah, just let me sleep. Sarcasm. This is gonna be really chill.
How have things been going for you out there? Helped anyone lately? Saved anyone lately? Murdered anyone lately?
I don't think so, as far as I know, but I also haven't really helped people as much as I would like. I don't know what my track record's like. I certainly didn't help Lena as much as I would have liked to, but... Continue?
This bastard isn't even listening to you.
I mean, yeah, that's how it works. You're part of the same brain. You should know how it works as well. Continue.
Because you know you are a murderer. A disco music listening psycho killer who offs poor people and then forgets about it.
I mean, you do have a point, Reptilian Brain. I do have 3 kills on my record, and I don't remember them. So I guess you're right. I do kill people and forget about it. I don't care. That doesn't scare me. Okay, so I'm a murderer, and that's bad. Shut up. I want to sleep. I mean, it is, but this sounds like sarcasm. I don't want to be sarcastic about it. It is bad. I don't... It's one of those situations where there's not necessarily an option I want to pick. Aside from... Maybe should we just say, shut up, I just want to sleep? I'm used to not taking the bottom options in this sort of situation because I do want to see the scene play out. I don't want to just back out of it by mistake. Let's go with, okay, so I'm a murderer and that's bad. No. That sounds like the mindset of a person who thinks murdering is not bad. And it does scare me. I guess shut up, I want to sleep.
Hear that? Iceman wants to sleep. He doesn't care about killing people. That's nothing to him. Black water. Under the bridge. The thing he's really scared of.
You're about to bring it up, I assume. Continue.
Is much, much worse than that.
What is it? Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark. What is it?
Don't tell him, sister. It's too bad.
Continue.
They're right. This is their function. To keep you from it.
Volition, right? I know this has come up before, and I know that I take a bunch of damage whenever I pry on this particular matter, but it seems really important that we come to terms with whatever it is. Maybe it's just not possible at this point. Why are you doing this? I just want to sleep. I can almost see the dark.
We're trying to help you. All these processes, these tortures, voices and tremors are all just distractions, flares and countermeasures to keep you from the last dream. The worst of them all.
The last dream.
The last dream will be total annihilation. Cinders peeling off the fuselage. We won't be there to help you anymore, Harry. We will be dormant. You will be naked and alone.
And the air will smell of apricots. Her face forms in summertime. I don't want to anymore. I don't want to think either one of those things. Because it's wallowing in something long past, and it's not doing me any good. But I don't think I can not think either one of those things, but I may as well express my futile desire not to.
Oh, but you will. You're already going there. Slipping. How long can we keep you from the precipice? One more dream? 2 max, baby. Then it's...
Are you trying to imply that we only have 1 or 2 more days and then this is all over? And the air will smell of apricots? Her face forms in the summertime. Guess we're going with the apricots one.
Of hell. An ancient sadness, brother. 10,000 years later. In front of the video rental. There is a warm breath on your face again. Everything is okay again.
But is it though? 10,000 years later. This is, I presume, another memory sometime after the thing that happened that has caused me to be the thing that I am now. I guess there's been a lot of things that caused that, but the major trauma, you know? When I started, apparently there was some point at which I started to feel okay again. Someone else was involved, apparently. Continue.
Everything is so okay.
Doesn't sound like it will be okay. I can't wait. I can't wait. Maybe this is not It's not a memory, is it? It's 10,000 years later. Someday things will be okay again, but they're not. Because there's not warm breath on my face. There's not another person. Doesn't sound like it will be okay.
Your eyelids flutter open for a moment. When you close them again, you sense the light of the room around you. You're back. In 2 seconds, the alarm will ring.
Does an alarm continue?
The last thought in your head before waking is, maybe you shouldn't have seen that stained glass window in the church.
I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Open your eyes. I did get some pretty weird ideas in my head from looking at that thing. Definitely. Sleeping in my armored gloves. Very comfortable. Very chill. We're awake. We're up. It's daytime. Is there anything new in the room? No? How's my reflection doing?
An old mirror.
It's just Harry. Great. I could go back to bed, but I don't think I actually can. Let's at least step outside. Great. Hey, Kim. Good morning.
Yes?
Nothing in particular. Just figured I would, say hi. But I can't say hi. It's not how it works. Isobel, hello.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Okay, so I can't actually speak with her about the fact that I forged the documents. Interesting. Interesting. Can I talk to Lillian about it? Probably not. Probably not. Let's at least have a check.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it.
Yeah?
The wind is turning southeast.
She nods.
What's on your mind, officer?
Oh, nothing in particular at the moment, honestly. I'll be seeing you. Okay, great. Well, good. Well, lovely. I guess the next thing to do would be mail off this envelope. So I guess let's do that. Wait, who's that? There's someone here. That's not Gaston, is it? It might be. It is. He's got his sandwich and everything. What's he doing here? Where's Renee? Where's the mailbox first? Mailbox first. Mailbox first.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
I knew we'd get to use this mailbox for something.
Yes, for sending mail.
That's indeed. Drop the white envelope into the mailbox.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands with a soft thud on what sounds like a couple of letters.
Right. Continue.
About a week's worth of mail as collected in there. They'll empty this very soon.
Good to know. Continue.
Probably did the right thing. You can't trust that slug, Everard. You know he's going to play you somehow.
Easy logic check. Cool. Well, that means I'm not thinking about it in a particularly advanced fashion, but whatever, I still feel okay about this decision. Continue.
All right, let's go back to Everard. If we don't mention anything to him, he won't know before it's too late.
The lieutenant turns toward the industrial harbor. Right. Right. Leave. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. And we will go talk to Everard. Probably first thing next session, but for right now, I want to talk to Gaston, because what the heck is going on? Where's your buddy?
Officer, care to play a game with the lonely old man?
The jolliness is gone from Gaston's face. Continue?
Actually, never mind. Wouldn't be the same.
Where's Renee?
The prick is gone. I can barely believe it. But he's really gone.
He replies, trying to smile. Continue?
He is trying to retain his jolly facade, but the underlying sadness casts a deep shadow over his wrinkled face.
Gone where? May Renee rest in peace. I assume he means that he's died, but if I say this, the conversation's over. So I guess we'll play dumb a little bit longer.
Hell, most likely. He was an absolute Kent.
Gaston sighs and mumbles, more to himself than you. How did he die exactly? Was he really that bad? I offer my sincere condolences. Old people die. You better get ready too. How did he die?
His hungry little heart finally gave out. The dock workers found him in the guard booth this morning. Wasn't even supposed to be working for another week, but he just had to prove how tough he is.
He sighs. You're kidding. I even went up there to the dock. I mean, admittedly, he was trying to do a thing that I wound up not doing, but like, I passed right by there. Continue.
Did he feel like he has to prove he can still pull his weight? Doesn't need handouts?
I get that impression. I also never succeeded on the check to find out what his deal was. Did I? Continue.
Guess he was about to head home, 'cause when the dock workers found him, he was wearing civilian clothes and not the cockatoo uniform I saw him in all the time.
The cockatoo uniform. It's funny that you mentioned that bird. Yeah, continue.
Sometimes I thought he was wearing it just to piss me off. Now the joke's on him, 'cause he's gonna be buried without it.
Gaston wears a sad smile. Smiles a sad smile. Do you think our conversation about his job pushed him to go out there? The irony isn't lost on me, but I wanted to ask about something else. Do you think it did? Because I think it did. Do you think it did?
No. René was the most stubborn man in Revachol. Nothing you or I could say would ever push him to do anything. The man was completely immovable.
He replies quickly. Was he really that bad?
I repeat, an absolute Kent. Even his old army buddies didn't want him around. He was like an old viper.
But you wanted him around. He turns to look at the crater. Continue.
The only people who could stand to be around him were Jenny and me. She saw something in him when we were just kids and...
He pauses. Continue.
And she never lost sight of it. And I thought if the most beautiful being in the world can love him, then there must be something worth holding on to.
His voice trembles. Did you love him?
We've hated each other our entire lives. So much, in fact, that...
He falls silent and looks at you, eyes filling up with tears.
Yes, I loved that angry prick. He didn't deserve it, but I did. You know what his last words to me were?
He wipes his eyes with his sleeve. Something mean? That he's sorry? Some right-wing royalist slogan? Something forgettable like see you tomorrow, probably? Tell me. I'm not going to be flippant. Tell me.
In Guillaume's time, you'd have been shot without trial. That's what he said to me. He lived a cunt, and he died a cunt. Let's leave it at that.
The old man gathers himself and wipes his eyes again. Here, something to remember your friends by. Give him the photograph of Renee and the girl. I shouldn't even have it. You take it.
Let me see. This was 60 years ago. We all went to that parade. Young René looked so happy, and Jenny...
Gaston takes the photo, hands trembling. Eyes blurry with tears, he has to stop. Continue.
I'm sorry, officer. I just... Thank you. Thank you for this little memorabilia. It really means the world to me.
He dries his eyes. Continue.
That was nice. A small thing for us, but invaluable to him. He probably didn't even know René had the photo.
The lieutenant smiles. I mean, yeah, it was. But also that's a weird thing to say directly in front of him. I offer my sincere condolences. I'm not saying this to him.
Yes. We are both very sorry for your loss.
The lieutenant nods. Continue.
It is what it is. Part of life, really. But to know someone for 79 years, then one day they're just gone.
He mumbles, only half listening to you. Continue.
I just don't know anymore. About anything, really. But you must need something.
He slowly shakes his head, then remembers your presence. don't think I have to grill him on Renee anymore. I think we've had all the conversation there is to have there. And it's almost a blessing that I can no longer try to talk him out of his sandwich, which I never really understood why I was trying to do in the first place. Bye for now. Renee's gone. In terms of like game mechanics, I assume that it is. You have that conversation with them about the guard post, and then the next day, Renee is gone. But I don't know. It's so strange because a lot of the things in this game feel like they don't necessarily have time limits, you know? It seems like a lot of the stuff in this game, you can get to it whenever you get to it, and it'll move on when you do get to it. But clearly not everything. Which makes sense, really, because of course you can't plan around something like this. Sometimes people just die. And admittedly, I hadn't even made it a strong priority to go and find out. Do that composure check and find out what made Renee the way he was. But, well, now I don't get to. And that's hardly even that much of a loss compared to Gaston. Well, any case, I suspect this episode will probably wind up being a little on the short side because I did cut. I'm planning on cutting out a bunch of stuff where I was debating whether or not I was going to open the box and spend a skill point on the rhetoric, but yeah, either way. We'll get to that another time. Next time, I guess we gotta go talk to Everard, because the sooner we talk to him, the better as far as this is concerned. The sooner we talk to him, the sooner we can secure his cooperation before he figures out that I forged a signature and rendered all his work completely pointless. I would imagine he will not be happy to talk to us once he finds out about that, and who can really blame him? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.